Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. Yes, I am George Onyibe. Of course, as always, appealing to the conscience of our people. Peradventure, we will be able to salvage as many as we can before our time is up. I want us to quickly look at a message I titled, "We must be careful of those who are writing our history." Every ethnic group in Nigeria, every ethnic group in Africa must be careful of who is writing their history. And now, this very discussion is born out of a broadcast that was made against my people by a trusted brother. They call him Wounded Civilian. I responded to him yesterday. I was very angry because I thought his level of maturity that he has gone past that stage. Wounded Civilian made a broadcast. Wounded Civilian from Edo State, a Benin man, made a broadcast that Anyoma people betrayed Benin people. That was why Igbo people, in the name of Biafra War, was able to invade the Midwestern region. This is a blatant lies. It is a blatant lies. Wounded Civilian should begin to ask questions before he makes some broadcast. And sometimes we get to a level where people seem to be believing what we are saying. That does not mean that we have been above that position where we can erroneously begin to blackmail other people. That is why I constantly talk to anybody that comes across my way. I say, I am not infallible. I am not above mistake. Nobody is above mistake. Only God. And that is why he is God. But I would not have responded to him, but I must respond to him. Because very soon, the whole world will agree that it is my people, Anyoma people. When he mean Anyoma people, he mean Indokwa, Osimili, Anyocha, and Eka, that we were the one that betrayed the Midwestern region. He distorted the history by telling us that Obumudia is a Benin man. Maybe Benin people now count their lineage through their mother, which I know is not true. Because whatever we are, whatever we learn from Benin people. I will not come here to try to praise Abo people that they are something that they are not. No, I won't do that. Now, let us come back to the discussion. And so if I don't respond, tomorrow they will say, yes, it was Anyoma people that betrayed Midwestern region. Now, understand the Midwestern region, we have three frontiers. The Benin frontier, which comprises of the Uriongo, Esako, Ekpoma, and Awuchi. And then you have the Anyoma frontier that comprises of Osimili, Ndokwa, and Anyocha. And then you have the third frontier that comprises of the Ijo people under the auspices of Urobo Ishekiri and on a Urobo Ishekiri, Patani, Oli, Abraka, and its environ. These are like distincting three major ethnic groups. We are homogeneous in nature, but yet there is a lot of difference among us. And I respect our ancestors because I'm still trying to find out how Benin man, a Ijo man, or Abo man were able to create an atmosphere, a region much vast, wider than the whole of the Southeast as of the olden days. We're able to coexist without misunderstanding. And that is the only reason I can tell you that I'm a Midwestern man. I am a Bender man. We are still studying to know what they were thinking. But you tell Wounded Civilian that if he told that part, he will not like the reception. How could he say that Anyoma people betrayed Midwestern region? Considering the fact that Wounded Civilian was a hardcore obedient movement, I never antagonized him, even though I know that P2OB and obedient movement are all 419 and Biafra agitators. But Wounded Civilian did not understand that we respected that fact and we didn't attack him. I stored that video for him. My people call me and say, you are too harsh. Delete that video. I have to delete it. But I have downloaded it before I delete it, because I may have to repost it in the nearest future, if need be. But until then, tell wounded civilian that Anyoma people did not betray Midwestern region, because he know nothing about Anyoma people. If we told the part he is towing, Benin will end up being like Igbo people. This is what we are trying to avoid. Now, let's come back. I said, be careful those who are writing your history. If you are from Anyoma, you are from Ikwere, you are from any ethnic group in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, watch people who are writing your history. Benin people must understand that the closest ally you have, the only ally that is ready to die for you as we speak, is only Ikwere and Anyoma. And of course, when I mean Ikwere, I'm talking about Ahuda, Abua, Adua, all these people who tell you they come from Benin. And Anyoma, outside Ikwere people and Anyoma people, Benin, nobody send you. So wounded civilian, don't wound us, because I am a wounded individual already. You don't do that. How could you say that? And you were even using me. He was even using me as a testament against my people. No. That broadcast you edited, I was only telling Igbo people that they fucked up. I was telling Igbo people that they fucked up. All our people that have trusted Igbo people, put their life on the line for the sake of Igbo people, all of them were betrayed. From Achuze, Chukuma and Zogo. Every one of them, all of them were betrayed. That was the essence of the broadcast. Wounded civilian reposition it and change the narrative. One wounded civilian. He might be my friend, but this is not a platform to talk about friendship. Because if we compromise any process, it will endanger the future of the next generation of our people. That is why Nigeria is going through this turbulent and perilous time. Now, let me digress a little bit. If you're listening to the broadcast, you are Yoruba. I need you to sit down and relax. As Hausa man, sit down and relax. As Igbo man, sit down and relax. And then think about what three of you have been doing to over 500 ethnic groups. Let me not say 1,000 now. Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. Think about what you people have been doing in the name of one Nigeria to over 1,000 ethnic groups. And tell me that if you are from Anyoma, if you are from Ikwere, if you are even from Benin, if you are from Idoma, if you are from Egala, if you are from Nupe, okay. So as Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo, tell me that if you are from my place, you will be happy. Una create Wazobia, mesmerize our life. Now we're trying to find our way back. All of us who are working hard to find our way back so that we have one loving Nigeria. One of us is losing his mind already, and he is accusing me. He's accusing my people, a crime we know nothing about. And I could accuse the whole Benin people for being obedient movement, very useless set of criminal people who want to go to power and hijack Nigeria again and then send us to abyss as they did before. Should I toe on that part? Tell wounded civilian. We were the one who protected the Midwestern region. And we are the ones still protecting the Midwestern region. I have downloaded that broadcast for him. Because I know some Benin people will want to fight like Igbo people in the nearest future. I say, oh, he's insulting Benin. Don't worry. I will tell you what will happen then. This is the same time we told Igbo people, Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra agitators are criminal. Igbo people summon. We are back. We are back. Now, let's look at it from the true scenario. Why I titled it, Be Careful Who is Writing Your History. Let's take example from Egypt. There was a time they said Egypt is the peak of civilization. The pyramids of Egypt remain a mystery to world advancement, even to this moment. But I'm noticing what they are doing recently on the internet, trying to tell you that during the fact that there are a lot of questions to ask. Where are the Spartans, the Greeks, and the Macedonians? Where are the Babylonians? Who are they? You will be shocked if you know their name. Distortion of history, just to cover up their lies. Let's hold on. So you, okay, Successfully, we came back. Now, this having been said, I want you to go back and look at the history, the treaty known as the Atlantical. The world don't agree. China, among all these people who are having conflict, yes, the world was able to form a treaty that nobody has violated. That is the Atlantical Treaty. They're trying to change the history. They told us in school that the world is round. Now they want you to believe that the world is flat. Go and find out what is the Atlantical Treaty. Why is it that no country in the world has violated it? What are they hiding there? Be careful who writes your history. And then we come back to the history of Nigeria. There are a lot of things that are hidden in the name of one Nigeria. And believe me, it is not everything that you say. It's not everything that you should say. As a Nyoma man, I know what I know about Anyoma people. I dare not say it. Because I will upset the balance. They may be true. They may be... Okay, we are back. And that is when my people will tell you, it's not everything that the eye see that the mouth should say. It is not everything that the eyes should say that the eye should see that the mouth should talk about. There are many history hidden from us. But why are they doing that? Why did I tell you to be careful of those who write your history? So many reasons. Some of which is because of the distortion of history. To the advantage of the real evil man. Somebody will tell you, Africans are animal, Africans are hungry, but the whole world is stealing from Africa. If I remember what I was taught in history in school, it's laughable. They tell me there is one woman called Mary Slessor. Mary Slessor stopped the killing of twins. But yet in Yoruba land, we have almost a community where burning twins is like the order of the day. The same assurance that sun will rise in the morning and go back in the evening is the same assurance that in that community in Yoruba land, almost every family must burn twins. And then somebody is telling you that one Mary Slessor stopped the killing of twins in Africa. We absorbed it. What were they hiding? Does it mean Oyibo cannot burn twins? They're trying to manipulate it. And then somebody wake up one day and say, Mongo Park discover River Niger. The River Niger my ancestors have been washing, drinking from, cooking from, farming on, even before there was anything like Europe. Now, Mongo Park and Landa Brothers discovered it. Boom! We never resisted, according to one of my sisters. We never existed until the imperialists came. Boom! They discovered us. We know all these things. But we're trying to get back on our feet. We are trying to get back on our feet. It has not been easy for Africans. It has not been easy for us in Nigeria. We are trying to get back on our feet. And so we begin to point out all these issues so that these people will repent. I ask a question. If you are Yoruba, you are Igbo, you are Hausa, you are Wazobia, put yourself in our place and tell me you will be happy. And as far as I can remember, since independence today, we wake up every day fighting that is Igbo tongue, it is Yoruba tongue, it is Hausa tongue. We fight this thing till this moment I am talking. Tell me if you are Igbo man, how you are going to feel it. Is there anything you know more than me that I don't know? Except that there is a game you have been playing that must come to an end. Is that not the problem? But then wounded civilian that is wounded like me now want to blame me for a crime we know nothing about. Be careful who is writing your history. Because in trying to write your history, they will dish out propaganda to the detriment of your own people. They came to colonize us because we were monkey and babu. But everything they said contradicted the theory of evolution. Now they want to change evolution. And all that garbage they threw on the internet there, trying to re-educate us. And so those who write your history, they could manipulate all this fact to sing their own glory on the detriment of your people. Why do you think I'm telling Igbo people, beggar, unity beggars, to back off? Why do you think I'm saying that? Because all the story they are telling is how they discover us, how they created us, how we marginalized from them, distorting the history against Anyoma and Ikwere. Igbo people have been destroying the history of Anyoma and Ikwere. How will wounded civilian join them? You may not understand, though. Tell wounded civilian to stop. I grew up as a Anyoma man, as a Abo man. And each time I have opportunity to discuss with Igbo people, they always tell me that my people say they are not Igbo because we are afraid that Nigeria will kill us during the war. I couldn't face it because this is different from what my parents told me. My ancestors told me that Igbo people cannot be trusted. But Igbo people told me that I say I'm not Igbo because I was afraid of Nigeria killing me. I left both of them. I told Igbo people I know there is issue that need to be addressed. You people that want unity, we need to go home. You hear from my ancestors, my elders, my father, them. So we know how to engage. They are running till today. They are running. Instead, they look for hungry youth like me and be giving them money to unite Igbo people. That is for my people. But then, as I grew up, I discovered that the risk Igbo people have ever taken is taken from my people. That is what is giving wounded civilian the mind to tell you that we betrayed Midwestern state, which is a blunted lie from the pit of hell. Now, hold on. Ikwere people still suffer the same thing. I have said it time without number. When we had a meeting to talk about Ikwere people, in that very conference meeting on Zoom, everybody was saying, Ikwere hate Igbo, Ikwere hate Igbo. I cautioned them, stop this. They say because of abundant property, Ikwere is afraid of Igbo. But what about all Ikwere land sold by Igbo people in the name of Eastern region? You think Ikwere can sing this song? When the time comes, Ikwere will sing it. Igbo people were selling Ikwere land in the name of Eastern region. And then the war broke out. Ikwere had the opportunity to take their land back. They are saying abandoned property. Where did your father make the money? We're going to take time. Oh. And today, as far as Ikwere is concerned, as far as Anyoma is concerned, if you ask Igbo people to destroy anybody from what I have seen so far, when they finish destroying Anyoma, Ikwere is the next. Before even Yoruba or Hausa. But what did we do to them? Because while they were lying, we did not respond. Now we are responding. Let's start it. And for Benin, you suffered greatly in the hand of one Nigeria. We are your greatest ally. And any of you coming to attack Anyoma or Ikwere, you will not like it. And those of you who have access to wounded civilian, tell him not to toe on that path. Ebue sokushi yako kejeme. Ebue sokushi yako kejeme. And if we were looking for somebody to save us, we're going back to Benin. This is the safest place we can be as a people. Almost 90% of South-South. This is the safest place we can go. But if wounded civilians start singing the fact that we betray Midwestern state, my dear, I think we are not safe with the Benin people. Maybe that is what he want to tell me. Or he need people to approve him. Is he looking for people to tell him validation? Or what? Why did he say so? What does he know about Anyoma people? Does he know the cross we bear? Does he know the affliction we go through every day? Does he know issues we are trying to resolve? Does he know we all have to swallow our pride so that things will work out for us as a people? Did you think Ned Nwoko did what he did because he wanted to show he is strong? Sometimes he made a mistake. He misshot. And believe me, we are not throwing him away. It's our son. We're just delivering him. You want deliverance, we give you deliverance. If you don't check those who are writing your history, they will use it to the detriment of your people. Is that not what we are seeing today? All the resources in Africa belong to God, know where they come from. Nigeria, before it was created, is a name of a company. What was the true name of Nigeria? Is it Royal Niger Company? Who the hell is Royal Niger Company? And how did my father become Royal Niger Company? Why are we not focusing on these stories? Why are we not finding out who is this Royal Niger Company in the name of one Nigeria? conquered Hausa, conquered all of us. Over 1,000 ethnic groups. And when they left, 3 ethnic groups begin to feed on the misery of our people. And those of us that are trying to get ourselves back in a time like this, somebody is still trying to tell us that we are accomplishing this criminality. Who the heck are you to say that? It is as simple as that. Minorities are not the problem of Nigeria. It doesn't matter how they use us. We are not the problem. The wounded civilian. It's not only Anyoma people that supported Igbo people during the war now. Yoruba supported Igbo people now. Kogi supported Igbo people now. Many middle belt people supported Igbo people now. Because all of them were deceived by Igbo people now. Wounded civilians should make a broadcast and say Yoruba betrayed Midwestern region. Abi, is Victor or not part of them? Did the Yoruba man not follow the Ojukwu to even... In fact, they took Abo man and took a Yoruba man. The Yoruba man was to give them access when they are entering Yoruba land from Ondo State. Anyoma man was to give them access to follow River Niger and enter our land. So wounded civilian would have said that Anyoma and Yoruba betrayed Midwestern region. It would have begun to make sense. Maybe I will agree with him on that line of thought. What about other middle belt? So because now the Kano and other criminal people deceived me and I fall for them, so you're going to blame it on my people? And now this is just to make all of you understand. I don't care where you belong to. We are trying and working very hard that we create a true Nigeria. Not the one that is shred in criminality. A true Nigeria. Where we can look at each other and tap ourselves in the shoulder and say, brother, sister, we have all been wounded. But it's time to heal ourselves. A true Nigeria where we'll no longer bother to know whether you are Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, Nupe, Gwari, Ahoda, Abu, Adu, Ambitu, Rumba, Nombi, Samando, Bankwiri, Olo, Ujebode, Ogun State, anywhere, Urumie Sako, where it is not necessary. It looks impossible, but it is impossible. The transition has started already. But this will not be possible until we embrace the truth sincerely. It won't be possible. We've not even started. Look at the mess we want to create. Look at the mess we want to create. Has Aboman be president of Nigeria? Has Aboman handled any key state outside the Delta state? Has Abo people stolen anything? You think it's what they are doing to Emefiele? We keep quiet. You think we cannot react and that issue of Emefiele will be visited? But whatever they do will be a testament against them in the nearest future. The same way Ojukwu and Aguyorosi stop Isaac Adakaburu from achieving or actualizing Niger Delta Republic. Is it not what is hunting Igbo people down? All of you whose hand is upon Emefiele is going to come for you. And I will be here to narrate it for you. You took a little mistake of Emefiele. You want to blame him for the problem Nigeria is going through. We agree. Make a broadcast and tell me, Sabo people. You wanted to get Okowa. Go and take Okowa. No, go and destroy our people. Mbumbu miri amangu nyabo. Mbumbu miri amangu nyabo. We do not respond on time. If we respond, we will not leave you. But what is the essence of all this broadcast? If you are listening to me today as a Nigeria, anybody make any broadcast against your ethnic group, if you know it's a lie, look for means and make that broadcast against them. Don't keep quiet. Because the stage we have entered now, people begin to judge it. Try and go judge Unibe. You will be shocked what will come up on this internet. You will be shocked. And some of them, I have a lot of explaining to do. And I shall explain before my time is up. And then wounded civilian has informed the search engine that I supported him that Anyoma betrayed Midwestern region. Is wounded civilian fighting for Benin supremacy? You will end up like Igbo people if you try it. Wounded civilian, if you toe on the path of obedient movement, you will regret it. How dare you say that? Do you know how we live in Delta State? Do you know what we have been suffering from different angles? Do you know for some reason so we can create an atmosphere, a conducive atmosphere where all of us can still continually coexisted as introduced by our ancestors? We have kept quiet, bearing the brunt of crimes we didn't commit. I do not know what happened to our fathers. They kept quiet. I don't know why they kept quiet. We have been trying to find out why our fathers didn't talk, including Benin people. They saw all this rubbish. They kept quiet. And when it was my turn, I saw the criminality of Igbo people in the name of Biafra. And I actually wanted to keep quiet. I wanted to move on and leave them alone. But they said they will destroy me. Now they cannot say he will destroy me. I'm waiting for him to destroy me. If not, I won't respond to them. And that is how my fathers behave. But you see now, as I don't open this my mouth, I won't close it. We can't make ourselves victim of a problem we didn't cause. What is the benefit of Anyoma people to dividing Nigeria? The one that supported Igbo people, what is the benefit? Igbo people are fighting us one side that we betray them. Benin under wounded civilian will still fight us that we betray them. You think we cannot take a stand? I was listening to one Ebake man. He said, Ebake is not a car. Ebake is Ebake. I look at the background. I see the people influencing that broadcast. I did not respond to the man. His children will respond to him. As Ebake is Ebake now, I agree. I don't know where that is coming from. But the last time I checked, Ebake, all of us are Eka people. All of us are Abo people. But if they say they've grown to the level of maturity, they want to become Ebake is Ebake, we let them go. After all, it's Obomudia, not Ebake, man. It's wounded civilian not claiming Obomudia now that is a Bini. Half of my family is in Ebake, Eboto, Ubo Jobo, Naifo. Should I begin to mention it? Because of Nigerian way of keeping data, I can't claim 2 states. If not, I am from 3 states in Nigeria. I am from Anambra State. I am from Delta State. I am from Edo State. Because Onitsha people are not Igbo people. Obaru people are not Igbo people. They are Anyoma people. And Ebaki people, Eboto people, Ubo Jobo, Naifo, and the rest of them. They are Abo people. But I choose data. Because everything my ancestors built, majority of them are in Delta. And he was saying, Ebake is Ebake. I agree. But there won't be branches except there is a tree. We may be branches of empire that predate us. That is everything that we are. We didn't lose track. Benin people have lost us. They don't even know we exist. They don't trust us. If you be Benin person, listen to me very carefully. Una no surprise say we keep the history we una don't even forget. Before now, Benin people una know say even the Obi of Abo carry the Adam and the Abam. Una still know not to talk of Onichubu, Onicholona, Obio, not to talk of Asaba and the East Environ. Go reach Onitsha, go reach Ikwere land. Una be still remember. Wounded civilian no to that part. We are the one that is suffering in the name of one Nigeria. Let me mention the area. People suffering from creation of one Nigeria. South people are Middle Belt. South and Middle Belt. There are other ethnic groups out of this area. Then how can South begin to fight South? As wounded civilian. By the time he say, Anyoma betray Edo people, Anyoma betray Midwestern, as wounded civilian, what did he want to achieve? To rubbish my people? There is no shame in the womb that gave birth to me. And it is not possible for any of you to do that. Very, very, this was Achuze's decision. This was Chukwuma Nzogu's decision. Have you heard me or any Igbo person in the name of Biafra and telling you that no, Igbo people must be Biafra? I was humble before them. I was only appealing to their conscience. And many of my brother calls me. I say, I thank God, ya why she ya kwekele okpuho mugbu ya why she nwene egwete tomale nyo gijire yi Biafra. They say, brother, you have finally redeemed yourself. We thank God for you. We were afraid of you. We didn't know you would survive these people. Because they were talking to me. Some of them become my enemy. Where are the Igbo people we are shouting Biafra for? If they have their way, I won't be here today. I said, okay, now that it's like this, let's call it speed is speed. Let us find our way back to Benin. We never even reach Abudu. Wounded civilian don't they tell us say we betray Benin. And convince me now that I should continue this journey. But I know better. Wounded civilian is not Benin people. Wounded civilian is not Benin people. And Benin is our home. When the time comes, we will explain to our children in a way they will understand. But we are Abo people. We are Nyoma people. We are Ikuri people. Deal with it. People who tell history. If you are your enemy, they will tell the history to the detriment of your people. Look at every country around the world. They will say the World Bank want to borrow Ghana money. Ghana is owing World Bank 20 billion US dollar. Nigeria is owing World Bank 100.3 trillion naira. Nigerians are borrowing money. But if we protest now and short oil and gas, all these countries borrowing us money will become hungry. So who the heck is deceiving who here? Because they write the story? So they have the power to manipulate the narratives? And we told the same part and then have the guts or the temerity to blame them for what they are doing to us, not considering what we are doing to ourselves? It's just like Igbo man coming here now to insult me. If he, guys say, but he can't come home this Christmas now because his fellow Igbo brother is going to mesmerize him. And now to cut the long story short, when you see the history of your people on the internet, O ye Nigerian, O ye Ikuri people, O ye South people, O ye Anyoma people, O ye Edo people, so many ethnic groups in the South region, O you Middle Belt people, when you see the history of your people on the internet, my God, don't believe until you verify, according to Obedient Movement. I say don't believe because these vultures, these vampires have completely re-edited the history of our people. But we will correct it in the coming days. We have a job to do. We are just setting beacon to know our boundary. We have not even started digging foundation. We are just setting beacon to know the boundary of the land so we know how we operate before our right encroach on the right of other people. But what's wrong with Anyoma betray Midwestern region? How possible is that? Did they keep Bini? How many Bini people died in the name of that Biafra? Is it not Anyoma people that died? You would have said Anyoma people betray Anyoma people. It would have made sense for me. Because those of our people who agreed, they suffered it. My happiness today is that all the Anyoma people are led into Biafra. None of them were wounded because they were listening to me. I am the one who paid the price. I paid greatly for talking about Biafra. And I'm still paying. No be uncompleted building I did. Igbo people, they laugh me. Tomorrow they call me drunk. They call me useless person. Beribe. Is it not because I formed alliance with them? And you don't know once beaten, twice shy? If I swear for now, we've suffered enough. Back off. And I would advise you, delete that post that Anyoma betray Midwestern region. Or better still, leave it. Whether you delete or you don't delete it, we have downloaded it. But you don't do that. So who is your ally? Yoruba or Hausa? Who is your closest ally? Do you know I was thinking that Ambrose Ali was Abo man? My family home is Marere Street, Abo. And Ambrose Ali when he was released by Nigerian government, having been blackmailed for being stealing money, that innocent good man, he became blind. He didn't stay in Benin. He stayed in Abo, around number 11 Marere Street, Marere by Isede. Ambrose Ali lived in the house of Isede family for more than, in fact, he lived there till he died. Is it not a Benin man? I was thinking it's Abo man. It was when he died, we know he didn't have house. A governor of Bende State did not have house. After you tell me about Adam Sushimole, make a no verse for now. You will be the one to tell me that Ambrose Ali is not Abo man. And if I say it's Abo man, why don't you accept that it's Abo man? Because we love you. That is why you say it's Abo man. Because we don't want to colonize you. Because it's not possible for Abo to colonize Benin. Neither is it possible for Benin to colonize Abo. But the bond between us goes more than what financial gain or like on social media. Now, not the reason. Ambrose Ali stay about 10 buildings away from my family house, Marere, for Abo. What is an Abo man? We were going to visit him. In the morning, he said the family, they will bring a chair for him. He will sit outside. He will hold walking stick. He was not seen again after Nigerian government released him from prison. This family showed him love. This Abo family, Anyoma family, showed him love. It was when he died, we know it's not Abo man. If he was here now, we speak Abo with Ambrose Ali. After I say he's a Benin man, with the dragon. Would you respect the fact that the bond among us is like that of David and Jonathan? Can't you understand that the bond between Benin people, the bond between Benin, Anyoma, Ikure people, the bond we have in the South region is like the bond between David and Jonathan, that Jonathan was ready to give up the father throne for David, his friend. But I know wounded civilian don't know. Because if he knew, he would not have made that. Okay, when I say it's my friend, because it's my friend, and I overlook it. Tomorrow, my children will now say, who betrayed Midwestern region? Gogo will say, boom, Anyoma people. But it's Igbo people that enjoyed it. So, wounded civilian, Anyoma and Igbo, who really be your problem here? This is where I bring the broadcast to an end. Beware, be very careful. Who is writing your history? Very important. I'll go to the platform now and see those who have insult. Because I love insult. I love insult. Just insult me. Give me insult. Actually, I greet you for here. Good afternoon. I greet you from here. I see your sirs. Good afternoon, sir. Wounded civilian is not right about that. Sometime in a war, okay. No, that thing is wrong. And the painful thing is that he used me as a witness against my people. I was with Achuze. I asked him questions. And Achuze regretted. Achuze cried. He regretted every minute he spent with Igbo people. But Achuze was just one man. Chukwuma regretted every minute he spent with Igbo people. He couldn't stand it. He killed himself. The same way Yoruba person supported Biafra army to fight Nigeria. This was the same mistake they made. But it is not the whole Yoruba. Let's be careful how we tell the story. I expect people to tell me this history is wrong, and then I will prove you whether you are wrong or you are right. Thank you, Africa. I see Stephen here, my brother there. Let's see what he has to say. He say Anyoma, Ogba, Ikwiri, Ahuda, and all South are one family. And that is the truth, Stephen. The only people that will take the sword for Benin man in the whole of Africa, not even Benin Republic, nobody in the old Benin Empire will take a sword for Benin man more than the South region. more than Abo people and Ikwere people. And how could we betray a people who is like a kidney and liver in the same body? How could we do that? That thing is very painful. And Abo people started calling me. How can you say that we betrayed? I was addressing Achuse. And then wounded civilian made it as if I said the whole Abo people. Now, should I generalize it to the whole Bini people? But of course, I will not be better than them. I see Uyi here. I greet you. Good afternoon from here, Uyi. Of course, I'm just trying to point out certain things. Because sometimes when we begin to run on the fence, people will not understand. Igbo people cannot divide us. They have done their own. Biggie. They've done their own. We have passed their chapter and not in the same junction with them. There was a time I was begging Igbo people, this thing your brother is doing is evil. This thing is not right. They said they will shut me up because they feel I'm a poor man. But there is a power that presides my way. He's the God that has set my feet upon this path that I will pay, I will follow. They never understood it. And now it's obvious to them I'm their destiny, I'm their doom. Majority of them who would have confronted me became part of the hopelessness and shenanigans. And now it's almost too late for them, except if they repent. I see Prince, Clement, Emeka. He say, George, you are sounding so bitter. Why? Go and ask your father, Igbo man. Prince Clement, Igbo man. Go and ask your father. We are trying to solve the problem Igbo people cause for us. Now, wounded civilian, my brother, is accusing me that now we supported you, Emeka, because by the spelling of your Emeka, you are an Igbo man. Prince Clement, Igbo man. Wounded civilian is blaming me for supporting you. And you are coming to insult me. Why won't I be bittered? So who am I living for, Igbo man? You are jumping everywhere in my village, selling drug and committing crime, claiming me, inheriting, taking over my heritage and culture and tradition. Prince Clement, Igbo man. Why shouldn't I be bitter that the Igbo people we bled for curse us and say rubbish about us? The Benin where we migrated from, now one of them is coming out to talk rubbish. Why wouldn't I be bitter, the Igbo man? You did not see your name, Emeka. Abo man is Emeke. You are Emeka, which shows you are Igbo man. The problem we are facing is Igbo problem. I just don't want that to go down on memory lane, that Anyoma betrayed Bini people, Midwestern people. I won't let that happen. Big say, God and our ancestors will continue to protect you. Nothing will, of course, nothing will happen. I am their destiny and their doom. Anybody that destroy me, destroy himself. Anybody that makes me, make himself. It's a matter that has been settled in heaven already. They say, I am an Igbo man, but I am not insulting you. I am your fan. But why are you telling me that I'm sounding bitter? Do you like the way I address you now? Why are you explaining yourself? You would have insulted me. Emeka Igbo man. Now get way of entering people. You are my fan. Which kind of fan? Ceiling fan or standing fan? Which one are you? When you come to talk on my platform, understand that the way I interpret you is the way I will react to you. You sound bittered. No, I'm sounding peppermint. That somebody said that I said. Somebody made the broadcast and said that I said that my people betrayed Bini. And I should be sounding peppermint and tom-tom. This thing you said, I didn't expect it from you. You are my fan. Ceiling fan or standing fan. Just drop your insult and move on. Now so now they behave. But many of my people will not understand. The same useless criminal-minded question you are asking is the same thing Blessed don't do. We're going to New York. Njohi. You are Igbo man. Get out. All the Igbo people I know, all of them are the same. Only very few. People like Brachi, Mezia, and Ijele. The rest of you, almost the rest of you, you have to do a lot of explaining. Was that not with you people almost 15 years? What happened? Is the broadcast meant for Igbo people? Other than that, wounded civilian now is blaming me for Igbo atrocity. And Igbo people are claiming me. And Emeka Clement is telling me that I sound bitter. No, I sound peppermint. That I'm in a country where I am almost like nobody, second hand, minority. Inside my father compound, according to Igbo man and Nandekano. I should sound peppermint because you are Igbo man. You are Igbo man. Every year we have to fight. It's P2B time. We all eye on judiciary. Was blessed wounded civilian not canvassing for P2B? Why won't you support him as his obedient man? You know the shame. Who do I see here? Yanes, sir. Bas, he says, sir, please, one person opinion is not all Benin. Bas, honestly, if you have taken time to listen to what I'm saying, I have not said it's all Benin. I keep calling wounded civilian. If he had made his broadcast without using me as a testimony against my people, I won't even talk to him. Maybe that is what he's led to do. And I've not said Benin people do that. No, it's wounded civilian. But by the time I begin to face wounded civilian for this issue, because he may choose to be stubborn and react, and I will still reciprocate. And by the time we continue, many Benin people will want to take side, as Igbo people do. We told Igbo people that Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal. Igbo people say, no, I am Akwe. We will not agree. When we tell them Ojukwu is a criminal, Igbo people will say, no, he's a saint. He's our savior. So we that suffered under their edict, we are the offender. So if the Obini come out and say, who gave you the right to talk to wounded civilian? Then we will think otherwise. Until then, I'm not talking to Benin people. I still trace my origin back to the Oba of Benin. I still respect every Benin man, every Benin woman. Till tomorrow morning. But we are trying to rewrite the history, fraudulent history imposed on us by these conquerors, these expansionists. And they think that somewhere along the line, they can shut us up and then we move on. And some of us ignorantly playing to the gallery. Emeka says, stop fighting every Igbo man. It's very wrong, bro. The truth is that you are sounding so bitter. Every Igbo man is not the same. This is not where you talk about it. For this very matter I'm discussing, I am sounding very bitter. I agree. But you are sounding very hypocritical. This is what you people say. When Nnamdi Kanu was shouting, Yorubas are chameleon, Yoruba cannot be trusted, Yoruba are useless people, Yoruba, he moved to Awusa. That time, you did not remind Nnamdi Kanu on his platform, because unknown government will kill you, Emeka. When Nnamdi Kanu was generalizing his criminality to Yoruba and Awusa, it was convenient for Igbo man like you, Emeka. And now George Onibe is trying to express himself. First of all, you say I am bitter. Number two, you are accusing me I'm generalizing it. Before, I was not generalizing it. I was putting Igbo, Biafra people. Now I'm generalizing it. Is there anything you are going to do? Send unknown government to Abo. Is there anything you are going to do? Send unknown government to South now. So we know the stuff they are made up of. This is not social media talk. They are sounding bitter. It's not every Igbo. I have Igbo people that when we finish now, Igbo man will buy me data. Because they are afraid of people like you, Emeka. When I finish this broadcast now, Igbo man will call me and send me data. You think we don't know, not all of you? We are looking for those of you who say you come from Israel. Ndiushi. Equatorial Guinea is Igbo. Amakatara Guinea is Igbo. Sambisa Forest is Igbo. Yoruba is Igbo. Everybody is Igbo. So if you corrupt, criminal-minded individual will hide under the umbrella of Igbo and mesmerize the whole nation. You should be ashamed of yourself. What are you trying to explain? I sound bitter. Everybody is the same as far as Igbo people are concerned. How many Igbo people are on social media condemning the atrocity going on in the Southeast? How many of you? You are here to tell me you are my standing fan. Onyoshi. And of course, that is the end we have. The only Igbo recruit, the Kano social media warrior that is here, is Prince Clement Emeka. He has delivered his job. Prince Clement Emeka, you have done well. And every other thing you say is okay. That Onyibe you are putting is not making sense. Put it Onyibe. Put it Onyibe. It's not George Onyibe. George Onyibe. Ndioshi. So fellow Nigerians, it doesn't matter the tribe you come from. When people are giving history that is not true about your people, challenge them, counter them, prove them wrong. Because when our time is up, our children now, the lane they are operating on, they now work with Google search, for instance. They say, what is Yoruba? Google will say, Yoruba, there is nobody called Yoruba until Hausa people say that they are Yoruba. They call them Yoruba because Hausa say Yoruba cannot be trusted. They are cunning. Now Hausa named them Yoruba. Their original name was Ududuwa. Who put that information on Google? Go and Google where Yoruba come from. You'll be surprised. Go and Google it. And then I will now Google Agbo. It will tell me Agbo is Igbo community in Delta State. Who told you that? Who wrote that thing? Now you now Google Benin. You now tell you say Benin are a descendant of Yoruba people. Who told you that? You now Google Ikwere. It will tell you Ikwere are Igbo people. They migrated from Costa Rica. Who told you that? And we are lazing around, looking for what is not looking for us. And they are rewriting our history from our behind. What do you think your children born in America, in China, Japan, and other part of the world will think? They will agree. They created Midwestern region and divided it into two. Benin people are Bendel Yoruba, and we are Bendel Igbo. Benin fought against it, and they are no longer called Bendel Yoruba. But tomorrow, they are calling us Bendel Igbo. And I no get sense. Igbo man, they come to talk to me about morality. And what is the name? The name plenty you. You say, ha, 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 you are very funny. My brother, okay, Emeka say, I am bittered. You say, I am funny. Can a bitter person be funny? All of you have a nice day. We continue from where we stop. Anybody planning to set the next generation of our people? Continue. Continue. We will give you check. And believe me, that check will bounce.